Breaking news from the state capitol. That's where moments ago, Governor Lamont announced changes could be made to the juvenile justice system.
A lot of talk about this over the past few months, and this comes days after a teenager was killed in Waterbury. Channel 3's chief investigative reporter Matthew Campbell is live right now. And Matthew, what prompted this announcement today?
Yeah, Mark and Aaron, like you mentioned, the 14-year-old who was shot in the head and pronounced dead in Waterbury, that was front and center. But I'm not sure if it was one singular event, but maybe a culmination of all of the events that we've seen throughout the state this year that really drove the governor to take this stand today. But either way, he does acknowledge there is a problem.
They're not out there in the community causing risk and mayhem, which is what we've got going on right now.
A candid admission from Governor Lamont about the reality we're seeing right now in our state. Quality of life crimes are up, and many of the perpetrators are kids.
Some of these kids we got to be a lot stricter with. It's probably, 10% of these folks are creating 90% of the problems.
So what's being done about it? We know Republicans have called for police powers to be strengthened by bringing qualified immunity back. That would prevent officers from being sued in civil court after a use of force incident. The governor didn't comment on that, but is looking to strengthen the court. His office confirms there are dozens of vacancies. Lamont is looking to fill those and empower the judges with the information needed to detain teens longer.
Knows in detail what the nature of that person who's been picked up is, see if that's a first-time offense or see if it's a multiple offender, so we know we can get justice right. And if that person should be detained, that person will be detained.
Acknowledging and tackling these problems is exactly what many across the state, all the way up to police chiefs, have been calling for. The group Safe Street CT is one of the more vocal groups, and they were here this afternoon.
I did not hear the governor announce a special session, so that disappoints me a little bit. But it was good to hear the governor say that that crime is a big problem.
Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to bring you back to that Waterbury incident. The family of the 14-year-old was here today. The governor essentially spoke on their behalf, and they partially blame the state for the 14-year-old's death. You're going to hear that in the governor's own words tonight at 6. But for now, that is the latest live here from the Capitol. Matthew Campbell, Channel 3 News.